everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jessica. It's been a hot minute since I posted on this health channel, and in some ways I wish I had posted because so much has happened since I posted last. I honestly don't even remember how long it's been. I could look it up really quick, but I know it has been quite a long time. Whoa, 6 months? Has it been that long? August 14th was the last time I updated. That was before my car accident, which is kind of crazy. So much has happened. Like everything, my health has just fallen apart, and I really should have been updating with it, but I just I've been keeping myself together barely, like hanging on by like the tips of my fingers with my health, and some days I think my sanity. But yeah, I had an accident in September where I was hit from behind. I was at a dead stop, and I got hit. I don't even know how fast the person behind me was going, and I had my one hand on the steering wheel, and there was a tractor trailer coming out of a side street. It was on a back road, and you know, tractor trailers, they swing wide, and so I had to stop. It was coming out into the road whether I wanted it to or not, and so I had no choice to stop. It was either stop or hit a tractor trailer, and the person behind me didn't stop, slammed into me, and yeah, I've just been a hot mess ever since then, and I don't know what the heck happened, to be completely honest with you, with my body. It has just gone haywire. Absolutely crazy. Like, I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis last, like, end of January, beginning of February, so 2025. And fibromyalgia, I was diagnosed with that as well. And I've been dealing with that off and on different meds. I was on gabapentin for a long time. They just slowly increased my dosage on that. And I was struggling. Brain fog. I just felt out of it most of the time. If you watch my other channel, you'll know. I would stumble over words, and like I would just drop words. I wouldn't even know what I was attempting to say. And, you know, like just the most random words that I could almost visualize, like the spelling of the word or the thing that it was, and I just could not recall what the word was. And yeah, that was a mess. The pain was getting worse. So they took me off of gabapentin, and then they put me on pregabalin or Lyrica. I did try Cymbalta briefly, did 2 doses of that, did not go well at all. Like I would have horrible muscle clenching, and yeah, 2 doses, and I was like, nope, can't do it at all. And then the pregabalin, I was on that for about 2 weeks. I got this weird pain and rash on the back of my neck. It was like so tender, just a touch. And when that happened, my temperature dropped. Like normally you would think, like a rash and that kind of pain, that you would get a fever. Mine dropped my temperature for like 2 days straight, and I would check my temp like every hour on the hour, just thinking, you know, maybe it's because it's cold outside or whatever. But I would have like fleece blankets on me, and like I have this relax wrap thing that you can put in the microwave and heat up, and I would put it in like my hoodie pouch and stuff like that to warm up my body, and I would still be at like 96.3, which is really, really low. And like my standard is 98.3, which I think most people's 98.6. Mine is just ever so slightly low, and it always has been. But to be 2 full degrees lower than what is average for me was a little concerning. And I wasn't sure if that was the pregabalin that was causing the rash. I wasn't sure if that was causing my temperature issues. I just felt completely off. Constant headaches. And the ache in my shoulders, my wrists, my hands, like they're still stiff today, but was getting worse by the day. And I have been off of everything, not counting my infusions, still do my infusions, but all of the like oral medications for not quite 48 hours. And while I'm still stiff, like I can, it still hurts, but I can move my shoulder. Like this one's fine. This one is the one I have the most problems with. And my hands are still stiff, but they are bending. They're still sore and everything, but they are more functional. So I'm almost wondering if I was reacting to the meds and I was just like myself and my rheumatologist were just assuming that my fibromyalgia was getting worse. But was it the meds? I don't know. I think I need to be off of it a little bit longer to see what happens. But also when I came off of the pregabalin Lyrica, and I was told that I failed the 3 primary meds that are used for fibromyalgia. And there's, as far as I'm aware, there's no other primary med for fibromyalgia. So I started doing some research and getting into Facebook groups, which I'm not a big Facebook person, even though I, run a Facebook group. But I just needed other people's experiences. So I got into a fibromyalgia Facebook group that is for holistic and natural remedies. And I'm learning a bit here and there. And I never knew there was like copper toxicity. I didn't know anything about that. But apparently if you have too much copper in your system, that can exacerbate your symptoms. I've learned things. I have learned that sugars, carbs, glutens, like I already knew glutens were a no-no, and I've been off glutens for months. But I've been eating so stinking clean. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a vast difference from the last time I updated it, but I have definitely lost some weight and kept it off, which is kind of crazy. And I was still eating oats, but I didn't eat any rice. I don't eat pasta. I really wasn't doing any kind of grains, no corn. The only grain I would do was oats, and I didn't touch sugars. I didn't even do honey, but I would eat fruits, like dried fruit or fresh fruit, because like all the good stuff, I was like, I can't eat any of those things. So I was eating single ingredient foods, and I would cook everything. I wouldn't even eat if we would go out somewhere. I couldn't eat because I've reacted to literally everything. So, yeah, a couple days ago when I was told that I couldn't really take those meds anymore, I was told I could go back on gabapentin if I wanted to. It was my choice, and right now I'm choosing not to. But, yeah, I knew something had to change. So, I'll have to wait and see what happens. But I am back on a ketogenic diet now, and now that my stomach is mostly healed from the H. pylori and the gastritis that I had last year, I'm doing a little bit better with the proteins. I do eat a lot of protein, but it was weird because like for a long time last year I was just eating oatmeal every single day, every single meal, because that's all my stomach could handle, and now I'm not sure that I can even do that anymore. So, yeah, I haven't had anything oats-wise. It's been... Did I have oats yesterday? I think I had oats yesterday. Did not have any today. So I've been on a ketogenic diet for like 30 some hours. and I'm already feeling better, but I don't know if it's the being on keto or it's the lack of meds. I just don't know. My brain fog is still there, and I'm hoping that that will improve as the meds get out of my system. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. I just don't know what I'm doing. But I have my next infusion on Friday, so I'm filming this on Friday night, technically Saturday morning since it's after midnight. So next Friday I have my next infusion. I'm on a higher dose now than I was because I was just struggling with the back pain and like the whole, like my SI joints and stuff like that they were a problem. So they bumped me up from 5 milligrams to 7 milligrams last infusion, and still everything else was inflamed. And usually on a biologic, it helps overall, but it wasn't. My back was okay, but like everything else was hurting. So yeah, I've been back and forth with my rheumatologist, like actually having to drive over an hour away to get to my rheumatologist. I've been there twice in the last 2 weeks, just because my symptoms have been vastly increased, and I just like feeling miserable and off, and like can sit still and my heart will race, or like my face will, like I can feel my face draining of blood. And then a little while later, like my face is flushed. Like I'm flushed right now. I have blush on, but not this much blush. So my face is definitely red. And my rheumatologist thinks that there is a strong possibility that I have POTS. I should probably know what that stands for. It's like postural. I can't think. I don't know why I'm trying to rely on my brain right now, because the brain fog is for real here. Okay, it's postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, but everyone calls it POTS. It's a dysautonomic disorder, I think. And so my rheumatologist thinks that I could very potentially have POTS. I might have EDS or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, because I do have hypermobility. I've always had hypermobility. They think some of the pain in my shoulders is like when I had my car accident, that I had a partial dislocation. Like I've been a mess since the last time I updated you guys, which is crazy. And I have to laugh because my whole entire life is just upside down right now. And I'm working one thing at a time. But I'm laughing because as crazy as everything is, and as stressed as I am, and as physically miserable as I am, I need to laugh, because if I don't, I'm going to go crazy. So please don't take me laughing and joking as something like I'm not taking this seriously, because I so am. But it's that old adage, if I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying, because my life is no joke right now. And like there are days I struggle, and like I'm watching my kids and I'm thinking, how long am I going to be around for my kids? And they're young. So like my oldest is 13, 11, and my daughter is 9. And I don't know how long I'm going to be around for them. I want to be. I really want to be. So, yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. I am trying to research, get my health under control when everything seems completely out of control. I'm starting to feel really dizzy, and I can feel the blood rushing into my head, which is very indicative of POTS or some kind of disorder, like I can't think the words, dysautonomic disorder. That is what it is. I'm fairly certain I have POTS. I think I'm getting the tilt table test but I am seeing a cardiologist, like I said, on Wednesday to have a POTS test. They didn't specifically say it was a tilt table test, but I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. But I'm hoping that this time next week I will have some kind of answers. I don't know, even with the diagnosis, what they will do, because I'm fully expecting that to get a POTS diagnosis or some autonomic disorder diagnosis. But a lot of the meds for that are similar to the ones that I can't take for my fibromyalgia. So I don't know. I know there's a bunch of people on here that that watch that know the medical field. Either they're in the medical field or they're dealing with similar things. And I value your input so much more than you can possibly know. So I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. I know some of you guys watch my makeup channel, my beauty channel, and have put some information on there. I have done a few little like updates here or there, but I thought, yeah, it's time to sit down and actually talk to the camera for my health channel. And I think since I need to start taking this a little bit more seriously, really focusing on my health, I am going to prioritize what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, like what I'm avoiding, and I need to get in the kitchen with my camera and actually start filming some of the meals that I'm eating. And one of the things that I have been told is if I do have POTS or another dysautonomic disorder, that I probably need to eat more frequently but smaller meals, because that can cause, I think they call it like blood pooling in your legs and your stomach. I should be wearing compression socks and things on my legs and my torso, because I have noticed that I feel significantly more sick after I eat. And that is the blood rushing to your stomach to digest your food. And I have been faithfully drinking water, but with electrolytes, because I mostly just drink water anyway. I don't do anything with caffeine, don't touch alcohol. I don't even do decaffeinated coffee anymore. Every now and again I'll have like a decaf, like Earl Grey or Lady Grey tea, but it's few and far between. Mostly it's just herbal. But now I am trying to put electrolytes in everything, because apparently POTS can be from not having enough blood volume, plus elasticity, too much elasticity in your veins and stuff like that, and which kind of goes with the EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Like, there's just so much that's been thrown at me in the whole medical sphere in the last few months. I don't even know where to begin explaining some of this. So I really need to be recording more frequently, because mid-August, it's been way too long. So hopefully you guys are still around. If not, I'm still just journaling for myself and for my kids, because I suspect my daughter's going to end up with some of these symptoms, because she's already displaying some minor fibromyalgia symptoms. So yeah, it would be a nice journal for her. Hopefully my boys don't have to deal with this, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I can't guarantee anything, but I will try to post more regularly. And, maybe we can figure this out together, because I don't think the doctors have all the answers. Like, even ones that are incredibly educated and have seen a lot, there's so many more individuals with experiences out there that the doctors maybe just haven't encountered yet. So I'm very happy when I can talk to someone who has physically experienced some of these things, and can just give me a little bit of their insight from what they've gone through, what they've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked. And I will be journaling that for you guys here as well as for my kids. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because it's getting late, and one of the things that I am learning is I need to improve my sleep. I need to drastically improve my sleep, and I'm hoping once I get through the adaptation phase of going back into a ketogenic lifestyle that maybe that will help me with my sleep a little bit more. So I'm going to wrap this up, and if you've got any comments, questions, cares, concerns, please put them down in the comments below. And yeah, I guess that is everything. I will see you guys in my next video.